Oh, oh.
Square.
Uh-huh. No, it could also be sapphire.
That's it.
Do they still have sapphire? Mysterious indeed. It is. Oh, it's so exciting. You were right. It's a Jim Beam. Hello, Comet. How are you doing? Are you behind or in front of? This is a very... Wait, you are behind me, aren't you? Ooh, that's nasty. Okay. The chat is behind me and it doesn't look good.
Whoopsies.
Because, yeah, normally that's...
green screen.
Because normally I'm green screen, exactly. Let me move it up a tiny bit. So that should look better. Bloop. What's going on with my hair there? Hello, Enigma! Ah. Oh, and I guess I should welcome people to the neighborhood by putting on my tie. No, you're getting me banned on Twitch. I don't know. Can you hear it well, chat? I'm not sure. I have a good microphone.
I mean, yeah, it's still barely. Not nearly as well as I hear you.
Well, if I've ever learned one thing about American corporations and media and culture and whatnot, then it is that Mr. Rogers is a cutthroat businessman and he will grab any chance to get a Twitch channel banned because somebody in the next room sang the opening to his... He still would do it, I'm pretty sure. He would come back from the grave to do it because he was that nasty of a person. That's just a facade. He is the roughest, the toughest, the businessness man.
His show was on public access television.
Just showing how nefarious he was. He tricked them all into not getting paid. Oh boy. Last time on Git, Phoenix Wright. Despite Max temporarily getting rid of Maya, he has been saddled with another scientific Maya of sorts and still has to bail Miles out of murder charges and contend with a cowboy inspector of sorts. Will he lose his sanity or just lose it outright? Tune in to find out at Gaming and Ties. Phoenix Wright, welcome back to the show and thank you Enigma for writing out this beautiful introduction. I could not have done it better myself. I believe there's past evidence that I probably would have done a lot worse. I will momentarily be joined by the lovely Denim Ninja, who is off camera, joined from the off.
Here's your London.
My rage juice. Proving that I'm not insane and just talking to her. There's a glass, and the hand and the glass. And yeah, you might notice a lack of a green screen, and anybody who is following me might be aware of why, because we moved! Yay! But yeah, in the new place, here's a fun fact. This wall behind me is massive brick. I broke 3 nails trying to get them into this wall. I have no clue how I'm going to install my green screen, so stay tuned for that.
We'll figure out something.
I will. I mean, in the worst case, I just tape it to the wall. Also, how is the audio, especially since the microphone is now on the other side and Denim is on this side?
I'm over here. How well can you hear me, guys?
Exactly. You need to throw your voice like you
enunciate like I'm on stage, speaking to the back row.
I mean, you have had so much professional training as a conditor, a ninja, and I mean, ninja is kind of covering the stunt training as well as martial arts. So all stuff where you often have to. See, there it is. You just have to.
I'll have you know, when I was a kid, I did do a bit of performing arts training.
Oh.
Extracurricular, not in school, so I didn't stick with it for very long. But still, I did it.
Yep.
That's how I was in production of Oliver. Never before has a boy with a boy. Oliver, Oliver. Nobody knows what's a boy.
Anyways, we are not here to belittle British little orphans. That's always the thing. Like,
If we can't belittle British orphans, what orphans can we belittle?
how about Annie?
Oh, you want to belittle American orphans?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yes.
I see how it is.
Yes, very much so.
Yes, but neither of us are British, so that's why I was okay with British.
I get. Okay, even with Enigma giving me an entire intro where he recapped what happened last time. I now know what happened, but I have no clue where I have to go. I guess we were up there.
We talked to Edgeworth.
We talked to
his
Edgy.
car.
Exactly.
We talked to...
And we had to leave his office, I believe.
The bizarrely sexual lunch lady.
Oh my. So I guess we switch location now. I have the feeling that this is what we do now. Go back. Whoa! Oh no, we are still talking to her. We're in the middle of a conversation.
Are we? I thought we finished talking.
Oh yeah, we finished talking to her. Can we show her something? Let's show her everything, just to catch up what's going on.
We don't have any photographs.
Oh no, I'm checking it. Oh right, I forgot about this stupid checking. Why is it down here? Eh, why are the rotation buttons down here? What happened to Buzz? It's like it's ported or something. Gee. Okay,
So weird.
let's see what she thinks. Could you take a look at this?
You.
Yes?
You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. So I assume this is her reply for not having anything to say to an item.
Yep.
Oh!
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. Yeah, you don't want to steep the leaves too long, it gets bitter.
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Is this going to be the dialogue for every time I present her some bullshit? Let's find out. Could you take a look at this?
You.
Yes?
It's the same.
It's the same. Boo! Boo! Oh my god, this game does everything to hate Emma more, doesn't it?
I'm still playing with puppets.
Ah, okay.
This hairstyle.
Yes, I see.
Totally relevant to this.
Yes,
one I'm doing.
very much so. Maybe it will be relevant in 2 weeks. Let's see, folks. Stay tuned. Something might happen in 2 weeks. Jesus, I'm glad. I'm glad we have. We are on the same.
Yes. So.
Now, move. Yeah, move. Yeah. Okay, the office, the detention center. We just were up there. It didn't really get us any. Ooh, that's a new location. I guess we go there then. I do like a good new.
Oh yeah, we were probably going to go talk to Marshall or something at the precinct.
I knew. What voice did I give him?
You attempted a cowboy, but you were not great at it. But that's a good thing to go off. Try to
Because
sound
he is
like
a fake cowboy.
Yeah.
Oh, you were about to say that I should try to sound like Matt Mercer.
Sound more like McCready.
Isn't he Matt Mercer?
Matt Mercer plays McCready.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
But don't sound like Matt Mercer in general, because he has too much range.
Oh my.
Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I have only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Oh, so this is actually a new location for reals. Even for Hold on. What's that?
There it is. Look at this new technology they have compared to the rest of the game. it undulate like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is a blue badger. They are trying to make him a police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the blue badger. Who is that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger.
Oh no, what's going on?
Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast.
He sure is running over here fast.
Where is he?
Of course.
Cusco.
Cusco. Possible Cusco. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Especially, why are you dancing? Why were you dancing over there? What? Well... at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. Wait, this was actually in brackets. This was for once inner monologue. How does nobody ever reply to him when it's outer monologue? But when he has an inner monologue, people can hear him? First examine everything.
Because his silence speaks volumes.
Wait, what's the... What do I click? I have to click?
I don't remember. You don't have to hit enter. I was wondering about that.
What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Got us back there. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances. Dances until the batteries die.
Well, poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops.
Wait, what? Why is this going in? Oh my god.
I have ideas of how you're gonna feel about this thing by the end of this. I understand them.
I mean, I see that there are handprints on it, so depending on whose handprints those are, and something was broken off and get fixed at some point. I'm not sure how much of this is the Detective Gumshoe's incompetent handicraft, but there will probably be clues there. Will it be like, oh no, will it end up in the witness stand at some point?
I don't think it ends up in the witness stand.
Whew, okay.
How do you feel about that theme that plays with it?
Oh no. Work of art designed by the Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Blue badger added to court record. Why? Why would you add it to the court record? I mean, even if it becomes... I just had to guess it, but still.
It just has to... Slow down, boy. We just started.
The usually wanted posters are hanging out on the bulletin board here. Really? Is it normal to have public bulletin boards for wanted people like this? On the street side?
I mean, I think they're usually more in, like, places, but...
Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
I can't say I've been to many police stations to know how they have the wanted posters displayed. Just the one, and I don't remember seeing any, come to think of it. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She has a point. Okay, good thing that she has a point. Aha, the word police.
I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
How often you go to police stations? You know, with all the police and criminals?
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious,
sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair. How long is he wiping tears away that it's long enough that he first of all starts it before saying his thing, and then he is still doing it for so long that
I think he's faking it to brown nose his superior. Vader here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure out without that extra help. That police car.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? In some places.
No idea. Why? Actually, I have no idea.
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
Okay, she doesn't either. Panda?
The ones in my hometown are all black. Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
It's a dumb theory.
You mean a hypothesis. If you know about science, you should know it's a hypothesis.
Worst scientist ever. And I invented one myself, and then there's Dr. Insano, and who else do I know who is really bad and still better than her at science? Science!
Science?
Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? Hypothesis.
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
Monkey see, monkey do. What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Zebras are striped, pandas have more of those blotches, so if it has to be any animal, then I guess panda is closer. Oh, no, we are not following up on this exchange. Okay, fine.
No.
I believe I found everything but the main entrance. Well, main entrance it is. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Whoa.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors,
Yeah.
a police drama in action.
Nope. Nope. Somehow she thought the thought failed to excite me. Okay, I guess we keep. Oh wait, we're standing right in front of Gumshoe. Can we just leave him here and move in? Nope.
I mean, that would be rude.
It would be, but it also doesn't work. Talk. The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You had better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using the words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? Wow, that's sensitive there. What did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Exactly, what do you mean?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We have never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They are not letting any us rank on file detectives in at all. So you literally cannot work at the moment. That's a great approach.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So, anyways, I thought I'd spend the day getting the better dance down pat.
Could use some time. Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know the Marshall guy, that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Wait, that's it? Nothing else? Can I show him something? Anything useful? I guess I show him everything. I need to move stuff forward. Detective Kanto, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep it. You have to turn it in to the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Kanto must drop his card a lot. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Oh, goddamn. Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with...
Whoa! No, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. Good detective-ing detective.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Now you have to go back and talk.
Well, while I'm here, I can also show him shit. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. Ish.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he has forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What could drive the chief prosecutor's guy to do such a thing? Well, wait, I didn't mean I mean, no, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The cards and knives do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Present. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait, what? What?
Found him, Mr. Edgeworth.
No. This is the text from the knife.
Huh.
I mean, I was wondering before, when I first clicked the knife, for a second I saw the parking ticket in the top left and I was like, what? What was that? But then he talked about the knife and I was happy. But now, he actually...
I guess he just telling the same thing about both.
No,
Backwards.
it doesn't make sense. This wasn't found in the car, I believe.
But it shows he was there.
Yeah, but yeah.
Maybe it's glitched.
It is obviously glitched, but I guess it's not an important thing. Dude, this blue weatherman gig is so ugly. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go babbling on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do Okay, so this is his default text for not knowing anything. And he used it on his own creation of all things.
Whoops. Gargle your juice.
My anti-rage drink. Okay, let's see. Is he talking? Oh yeah, he has stuff to talk about now. 2 stuffs even. So this ID card belongs to the victim. Ha! He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transfer? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too.
Did he? Goddammit, 2 weeks ago. Long time.
But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but... Well, it's a chief prosecutor's guy called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Yeah, you were there. You should know about this incident from back then. Well, it all started with the murder of the defense attorney Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth for forging evidence, making deals with witnesses, which is true if I read between the lines correctly. Nothing outright, but there were always whispering rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They are practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusual strong ties to the department higher ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I have no idea he was under the gun. Anyways, the latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one that has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Athletic is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jack Marshall's a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Letter of introduction with something scrambled out on the back of it. Oh wait, I can actually look at it. I forgot that I have the look feature. Received from Detective Gumshoe allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will take a look at you twice, pal. Which is actually a thing that works in real life, so... Okay, looking at shit. Court records, oh yeah.
Shit is tight.
You know it. Wait. Oh no, I cannot turn it and look at it from different sides. What a shame. But this is an object, so I probably can. Whoa, 3D! Whoa, whoa. Oh. Why would I even... What? How do I move those? How do I... Ah, there. What?
Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out.
Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe.
Let's see. Annual bonus $20.
Wow. No annual bonus is less sad than this.
$20.
Exactly.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
I think a couple zeros are missing.
Yeah. No, that sounds about right. At least in this thing. Wow! When did you turn so asshole, Phoenix?
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always an asshole.
Ah.
Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator.
Yeah. Maybe you should rethink a lot of stuff in your life, girl. Why can I? Okay, here's how I move it, okay? Here's how I turn. Can I get the letter out? I wanna read the letter. Why? No. No. Give me the letter. I see it. It's pullable.
No.
Fine. Is there really always only one thing to find per object?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, it's been a while since I played this game.
Something has changed. There's a new time. Looks like the investigation is still going on. Oh.
I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'm not sure who this is actually. I might be getting it wrong.
Try it.
I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby.
Ah, you got it right.
Okay, I did. Oh, still here. Hello? Why the surprised looks, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
What happened to the security guard? Howdy. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost his herd. Drinking on the job, great. Jack Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of crime scene. Strange guy, period. Strange guy, period. I can keep talking. The victim.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of crime, a cold grave for men who have lost their dreams. And me, I watch over as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep.
What is it with Japanese comedy and their obsession with narcolepsy? Like, if you want to have a character with a funny quirk, he has narcolepsy and he just drops dead, and then at a funny moment he's like, "Where?" To Japanese humor, may it sometimes become good. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Wink, wink, nod, nod.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of crime. Oh, the dreams on me, wants to sleep, dreaming hard judgment, falling asleep. This is the second glitch within 20 minutes. I'm getting a little bit.
Did you show him the letter?
No, I haven't yet, but still. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? Gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. I thought you were from LA, West LA. Remind me to never visit Texas. That's a valuable life lesson. Sorry to all Texans out there, but I know 2, and only one of them is a good person. I probably know more Texans at the end of the day, and I just don't know that they are Texans.
I mean, you don't know them personally, but Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham are both Texans.
They are pretty awesome people. Okay, okay. Show it. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you. Fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, the old cowdog. He holding a birthday party or something. Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proof is from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in, Zan.
So thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't the crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective for hire?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Sure, let's go with that. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say, I won't be needed in this anymore. Detective Gumshoe is crumpled and discarded.
Serves its purpose.
You are such a shitty person, Phoenix. I'm going to present you. Can we talk again? Let's try if we can talk now. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner? Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Doggy. Did he just call her a bitch?
No.
I mean, she's a girl, and she called her...
No, he didn't call her a doggy. He called her a doggy.
What is that?
It's a cow. Leave alone, little doggies. A lot of people misinterpret it as doggies, but it's doggies.
How am I glad that he didn't call her a bitch, but instead a cow. A gentleman through and through. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:50. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab in the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court records. Death due to blood loss. One knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. What?
Within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So 4 p.m., give or take an hour and a half.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, he got... But we know he got stabbed 45 minutes before, so the hour and a half...
Yeah. Hour and a half. 2:45 minutes.
Yeah,
Margin of error base. It's a weird way of writing it, but...
it is.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Wah-wah. Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. But it also means that they have something in common. They worked on a case together a few years back. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. Apparently nobody's around here. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, this is parking lot?
So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that, Texas.
I believe it.
Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detective till 2 years ago. To tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino? I mean, absolute obvious shit? No, not even she can miss it. She can probably misinterpret it, given her fantastic scientific skills, but I don't know, she gets it. So, why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog. With that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Atros. Eh? Atros? That cow dog's been kicking out to the cattle this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Whatever, examine. Moving over here. Aha, now I can check out the shit. Oh, something on the floor. This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
Except for maybe the murder, Edgeworth when he parked the car, anyone walking by, the taco lady that runs around down here,
no one else.
Marshal guy who runs down here, you yourself, because you're probably stupid enough to not recognize your own phone you dropped earlier. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out, check it out, check it out. Right, let's check it out.
Check it out.
I mean, why would I know? I turn it on. Let's
Push the
check.
button, push the button. This is an old flip phone. That opens it. This phone's still on the redial screen. See, kids, this is what our phones looked like before we had smartphones.
Yeah, that was a dumb phone.
We barely had text messaging.
Redial? I had Snake on my phone back in the day.
Ah, yes. Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Yeah, I'm also not smart.
Call history also new.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Boomer. I mean, Phoenix. It's just, you never know with people from your generation.
I'm literally, like, what was it, 7 years older
Not
than
even
her?
10 years older, yeah.
Whatever, let's check this phone out. Whoa, I can whoa! Let me see if there's maybe something. It's maybe this display, maybe the battery. Can I, or maybe it's a band. Oh, wait, it is a band.
Man, what a boring strap.
Shots been fired. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know?
Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. Of course it is. These are hard to come by, you know?
I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Haha, he called her kid. Rightfully so. Okay, that's an obvious button. And I guess I throwed it around enough to be able to save it. Can I close it again? No. Well, I guess I do push the one other item that actually stands out. If I can align properly. Ah, what is it? Anyone could say that to anyone. It would be me saying you're old, yet I barely do that.
Because I called out youngins for not knowing what the phone might look like.
It's true. It's true. Ah, now see who the owner of this phone called last. Oh my god, it is Detective Goodman, because that's the murderer's phone. And it turns out that it's not the phone of the high prosecutor. Le guess.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
A, who said that I didn't think first? B, what else would I do? C, shut the fuck up.
Beep. Hey, it's the theme.
What theme?
Steel Samurai.
Really? Oh,
Just in MIDI form.
Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over here?
Beep.
So sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Who that is? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor
He
Scott.
didn't say prosecutor. He said prospector.
Oh, again, okay,
Cause it's his shtick.
yeah, he's so.
What? It's my sister's.
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing the call somehow. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard the phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
Dun 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 dun!
What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
I believe it.
Oh, I have incited the wrath of Lone Star Patrolman. Self-omitted. Well, last call, 5:18, the day of the murder. So, what was the implication that she had tried to call him?
Yep.
Alright.
Pretty sure. You can look at the car.
I can look at everything now. It's important things first, like the letter A.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I had a toy phone before. You know the ones that go, I am your little butterfly? They made phones with that song? Why that song?
Makes it erases a lot of questions you had about the younger generations and what went wrong.
What did the phone look like? Why did they pick that song of all songs? I only know that song because of Dance Dance Revolution.
But yeah.
I dream of a day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B Block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Nothing's... You're not going to say anything about the car elevator?
No.
That's the thing you don't find in Europe, or at least not
Yep.
that often here in Berlin. Paris probably has some, because Paris has real space problems. B block is through there. That's where the visitors park.
See the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, even she is catching on to it as being wrong.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine.
Happy Independence Day, Metro!
Wait, really?
You
Oh,
just
different one. People, wow. But.
Israeli Happy
Ah, okay. Because I
Happy
wanted.
Independence Day.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at the fancy car of the fancy guy. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Barrett Thompson. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Whoop. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it. Makes a note.
615, I guess? Oh, 6. Oh, okay. Good thing that he can read it. You're right, let's see. 6 how do you read those?
6-7S?
The slash and the stripe. Dash? Okay.
Dash and slash.
Okay, 6-7S, 12/2.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know that?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what it means either. Goodman's note added to the court record.
Fun fact, this might even be a reference to this. In Edgeworth's spin-off game, where he's the main character, he does have like a little deduction thing.
Oh.
Where you can connect certain facts together.
Uh-huh.
So maybe this is meant as a reference to that.
Oh my. Could be. And I guess now this leaves this outline.
This rope, is it?
Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion, especially since we already know he died of a stabbing wound with a knife, and we even have the knife in our possession. Well, I guess that's as far as everything up down here goes. So let's maybe follow the hint the game was trying to give us. And I guess I move. Let's see, oh, I have something to talk about with him.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. Huh. And Prospector tomorrow is none other than Ashworth himself. I'm afraid his sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall,
Yeah, Bambina?
how can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
I guess.
Brr. I apologize, Bambino. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? It continues. More. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. You mean like his mentor, the great fun whatever?
Fun Karma?
Von Karma? Maybe? Somebody, have you maybe heard of him for some reason? Maybe you know the guy who got the fucking placate every year until he got arrested for murder? So that Edgeworth could climb up in rank?
Yeah, couldn't be him.
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they are off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say it, but it's your sister, Bambina, chief prosecutor, prospector, Lana
You're
Sky.
technically correct. He's just being quirky. What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all those kettles by himself. Kettles, whatever. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. That's what you're saying. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taking off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
The only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She's saying she did it. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal, don't you think?
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma.
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's a Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids.
Ah, it was her phone that started ringing.
So her sister tried to call her.
Dun 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 dun.
And Phoenix lied about it before?
I guess. Well, he said his phone started ringing at the same time.
The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine, so he did lie.
Yeah.
It was yours! At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Cell phone uploaded in the court record. Property of Lana Sky. Last call made with his sister. It's a murder night. The detective is murdered. And the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Huh! This is a conclusion. I wanted to talk to Edgeworth and show him the note for his detective skills.
No. Not for you.
I guess I wanna save the progress, yes, please.
Yeah. I mean, this is a long one you're gonna want to save.
Yeah. I would have liked to investigate a bit more, thank you. Defendant lobby number 2.
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Yes?
A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her.
And that is?
You are not a defense attorney.
I believe it's almost time to try. Good luck, Mr. Wright.
My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Yep.
I mean, God knows that Emma will not be helpful for that.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
I was afraid you would. Can somebody get the child out of it? I know I actually played Persona 5 and I learned that you can actually go into trials at a very young age. And it's public, so...
Yeah, as a spectator.
It's normally...
As your counsel.
Oh yeah, there she is. Edgy, my boy. Oh, court is now addition for the trial of Mrs. Lawless. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial. I hope the personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Mr. Edwards, your opening statements, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, she has... oh, stop waving so much. Did it always... No, it had a wave going on there. Not sure if it did that before.
I missed it.
It was like a... Probably because it's a special extra mission. Oh, he's even blinking.
Oh my god, he blinked.
He
He's not a robot.
I'm still not convinced. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in a prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
Especially with the voice that I give him, the most forceful of them all.
Yep.
Oh, he's doing... the way we
I
say
saw
it.
it.
Okay. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime, a professional witness.
Any guess?
Well, then, call your first witness, Mr. Edwards. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? You already knew this. Why are you so surprised?
He's just summarizing for our benefit.
Oh, haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Caviar? I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolving it down. It's really wolving it down.
Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta.
Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession?
Ah, and you, sir, did you order the fingerprints lunchbox? Oh my, that's suggestive.
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. His no-nonsense attitude is adorable.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
Oh, so this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now.
Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edward?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry up. Mr. Edwards, as you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. Dum dum dum! You mean the same time frame when this the marshal guy got demoted as well? Coincidence? I think not.
Totally coincidence.
She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Star was a detective?
Oh, heart attack. Judge dead.
Yep. Trial over.
Oh, I know you are. Who you are? Cough up.
Cough of Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? You just heard. She is Mrs. Angel Star. She was a star prosecutor until special prosecutor until 2 years ago. And if you would know your field, you should know her, Phoenix. More, please.
If I might have the court's attention over here, I can't. She's about to be the witness unless you want to do the sexy lady voice.
Who says I couldn't do a sexy lady voice?
You did that better than I would have expected.
I don't really have a witty comeback, but just know I will do a fine job while you are gone and preparing my anti-rage juice.
I mean, to be fair, it's only slightly different from your Andy voice.
My Andy voice is more like the downbeat, annoyed, emotionless.
Yeah.
While Angel Star is more like central.
Your Angel Star is more of your head voice version of Andy, which is more of your chest voice.
Hey, what? The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. Ah, that's actually what we learned before. What a continuity. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. Oh, I suppose that's to keep the visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, this in a car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plan added to the court record. The parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Oh, but did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. It's not just good, Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. I see. Rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright. I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your best, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Ding, ding, give me the beat. Come on, come on. Yeah! Ding, ding, ding. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Which one? When I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work.
There's your ginger drink.
Yay! Oh my.
Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Like this.
Ow.
Bring a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing rather than the point of the knife, which you can see, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Gumshoe. Good point. Good point.
Should I keep talking to her?
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You can cross-examine the witness.
I'm not repeating what you already said.
Yeah, fair. How did you know? But now she's answering a new text.
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted.
Ah. If you design it on the phone, do you still have it available somewhere else? Okay.
We'll find out. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Sarcasm, I see.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim,
Oh, the other eye comes out.
killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
It was like this witness.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Dum dum dum. Laid off? She was fired.
And that's what that means.
Yes, thank you.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than lawyers. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Except for the fact that you are the murderer.
Totally unbiased.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
Aha, to your boyfriend. Hold it! Which one? This boyfriend. He is a detective.
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend.
There's a mysterious third boyfriend.
Yes. Care to join?
Oh my, she's going for the judge now.
She's a blonde.
Yeah, but she's going for the judge now.
Yeah, she has broad taste.
He's like 100 years old. I mean, I believe the record is still not telling us. So, the judge is not even in here.
Aww, poor judge. Yeah,
31.
Unknown age.
Yeah.
While you're looking at the yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
Yep.
I'll stick with that lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. He's married.
I don't know that.
The security guard room is in the lot, in A block.
Actually, this might be better lighting this way. Like from a...
Just with the ring light and the distant light? Or should we try turning off that one too?
It makes very little
We have
difference.
more lights in this room, people.
Also true. How does this look from the outside now? Because guys, we have big fat windows on the other end of this room, and we are on the ground level, so we are relatively visible to the outside. We don't have curtains yet.
I mean, in theory, I could go run out there and find out.
But who is reading? Oh, I am reading all the ladies.
Let's wait till after this testimony.
Sounds about right.
It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from
So
there.
we leave all those lights off?
What do you think looks better? It isn't gonna hurt our eyes.
That might be bit,
I like that a little better.
healthy.
Yeah, it's probably a little better.
But this throws a weird top shadow, so this is
We'll
better.
just-
This
yeah,
is better.
Leave it like this.
We are figuring that this is live live discovery in action.
Professionalism.
Exactly. So, okay. Did you read this one already?
Yes.
Oh. Everyone from there. That would be the room with the security sign. No shit, Sherlock. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
And yet she was allegedly able to instantly arrest her. I already found something in her statement that doesn't add up.
No.
And then we have a final home detective intuition, bloody. You sensed something? So you are saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. You want to carve it into a face? Right?
Wait, what? Oh, I missed my line. Oops. I thought you were reading my line.
Nope.
Something... The judge never says anything important anyways.
Aww.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A green one.
Then I must be hard yellow and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
By garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth?
She said Judge didn't... Better. Not better. Yes.
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is.
Yes, especially since why the hell is Edgeworth... I know that Edgeworth apparently took this case, he took a bullet for everybody by taking it, but isn't he a little bit too involved to be in
Yeah, realistically I would say he is. But this is Phoenix Wright we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not that realistic.
Uh-huh, I noticed multiple times. It just doesn't stop. There's not enough anti-rage Jews in the world.
And the person you saw, you are sure it was a defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we are doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Great. Witness. In your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, Rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph? You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. It's a little paranoid.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is certainly the defendant. That most certainly is the defendant.
So she has a bloody cape on and she's standing,
Well,
which
it's a jacket,
is
not a cape.
whatever. And,
Mantle.
coat, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's standing in a car which I assume is supposed to be Edge versus car. But I don't see many dead bodies. Photo of the crime scene, as well. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edward? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person.
Perhaps the chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor?
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? That's the body, good man said. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
No, the defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized that was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
So the dirt and the blood on the coat. So in her chronology, she first took the picture. So the coat still looks clean at this point. So it's a picture supposed to be taken after. I see. Also, we see this picture. Normally, we don't see pictures of stuff that didn't happen. But then again, this might be an exception here, special case or whatnot.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
No, it's not. I already mentioned a flaw in it 10 minutes ago. Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking like next to me makes me calmer. Wow, a calmness vampire.
Don't smile like that.
I always knew the day. Okay. I did press her all the time. Double? I recall in the very first case, in the training wheel case or whatever, we had an ability to double down on pressing or making stuff up or lying. But for some reason this ability never returned. Stands the prosecutor next to the garage car. The prosecutor was holding a knife in her hand. Then she thrust the pointy knife into the woman's chest. Hey! Go away, woman. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. I always knew. Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, what happened if I press again? His boyfriend, he's a detective, now the other one, join the unspotted 3. Security room block eye. Oh, second level, everything from there. Security sign. Gently you bring the unblocked by car. The visitor parked in block B, so... So the wire fence, I saw the detective... Okay, through the wire fence. Okay, this picture is taken through the wire fence, so that's... Her statement about interfering was outside of the testimony. What the fuck? Is there maybe a timestamp on the photo? Check. Nope.
You can't rotate it.
Yeah, I can't for once.
Boring.
6-7S. Wait, what day is it today? Shit. Wait, this one helps me. Okay, this is... Okay. February 21st.
Yep.
This is February 12th, maybe?
No, that's probably... Well, if we're going by American writing, then that one is actually December 2nd.
Alright, I have another timestamp right here. And apparently we are going with American writing. Okay, never mind. One knife died within an hour and a half. Alright, last call to the sister. Parking lot. The problem is she saw a lot, she said a lot of bullshit, but she said it outside of her testimony.
I'll pull up the gag, hang on.
Oh, I can snug it up this one. Murder weapon. Usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of victims' blood, no print. And she's wearing gloves, so it makes sense that there are no prints. Why does she already have a dirty coat? This doesn't make sense. Why is the coat already dirty? This is probably the reason, but I don't know where to apply that. To the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Wait, she's not holding a knife in her hand. Wait, she's not holding a hand. She's not holding a knife in her hand.
Hey, you found it just as I came on it on the guide.
So I guess I do present then. Prevented. And the music stopped. And you witnessed this. You saw Mrs. Sky stab the victim with the knife.
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
Mmm. Well, I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. Da 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 da. Nickelback meme.
Yeah.
I obviously don't know the melody, as you can maybe tell.
Yeah, me either.
This is a photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Guy not holding a knife?
Done.
Miss Edwards, your thoughts?
Objection. That had to be the that had to be the weakest objection ever, Edwards. Yet I was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
Oof.
What the fuck? Excuse me, keep the naughty talk for the bedroom, boys.
What do you mean, Mr. Edwards?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Because the coat is already bloody as fuck. Blood. Oh.
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph.
Oh, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem except you. And the fact that she lied about when she took the picture, because she explicitly said she took it before the murder. Also, you have text.
Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
If the game would give me an option to call out the obvious lie or now what do you call it, contradiction she already fabricated,
What?
I have no problem. I tried this before, it never works. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Thank you, Phoenix.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear.
Do
My
I-
apologies.
Do I have to play teacher and cash in your phone until after class?
No.
Okay.
But one of our friends was looking for a cat.
Oh.
Elena.
Oh.
Neat.
They're looking. They have two babies running around. Why do they also need a cat?
Yep.
Jesus. They never get I mean, they live far enough outside, so they probably have an outdoor cat.
But anyway, please, continue the game.
I was. There are 3 ellipses, and Phoenix is losing his energy, so it was.
Okay.
Oh, she as well. That's it. Oh wait, this was a little bit more address.
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
No, it was neither good nor did you understand.
I didn't have time to stop her.
The second-rate Maya clone might actually be worse than Maya.
Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot.
That's why she has an emotional, angry face in this picture, which goes exactly against the idea of somebody who is cold and calculating.
She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in this photograph.
Well, those are gloves.
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would you have those on? Whoa, hey, Edgy. Stay out of my close-up, okay?
Nope.
Jesus.
He's getting all up in your face, Phoenix.
He is, literally.
He can't resist.
If it was not premeditated, why she would not be wearing those gloves? He just shat his pants.
The gloves do seem to tell the tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
Oh.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Okay, yeah, so this is the only new one, so I guess I press her on it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like, driving gloves? Didn't we just establish that they apparently are medical gloves?
They might be, we can't tell.
But then don't jump to those kind of shitty conclusions. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. Okay, thank you. It would have been nice to just establish this before.
Yeah. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make.
God, you're as stupid as Maya 2.0. No, there are other possible explanations. Jesus.
Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Or she was expecting to investigate a crime scene and therefore put on gloves to not leave fingerprints, you know, like a professional crime fighter that she literally is. Well then.
Oh, impressive. Oh, I'm sorry they took you off the force, mister.
This is bad. She got some thinking. This was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial is already over. Yet thankfully she can't, because so far it's all speculation. All they go by is that she wore rubber gloves.
It's all circumstantial.
Exactly. I've got to think of ways to show that this wasn't premeditated. Oh, God damn it,
It's only a flesh wound, Mr.
And before, you said that before, anything else?
Scientifically speaking,
Yeah, we had this one. Fatal to me. Sister guilty, blabbity blue, blah, pass. For some reason, having her babbity boobity, babbity 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 boo. Can I jump to the final one? Okay. Lunchbox for my boyfriend. I sent something, finally honed, blah blah blah. This is just self-indulging bullshit. Standing, yeah, you have a photo evidence of it, even though the photo evidence is from the wrong time. The murder was planned. She was wearing rubber gloves. What do I have? ID card, double M. Trophy, nothing yet. Why Edgy's knife? Where did he have this toolbox? Wait, did he even inspect the knife?
I mean, usually one has a toolbox in the trunk.
Exactly, so how can it be premeditated? What do we here?
This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that or Edras cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edras doing with a knife like this anyway?
Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild.
Edras? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
Now there's a scary thought. What? Okay, don't think we find much more on the knife. Wait, this note is still just a note. This is death, blood loss, died within an hour. No, we don't have time really playing a role yet. Taken by Star after the crime was committed. Okay. Yep. So yeah, the implication is she took the photo from somewhere over here. So the fence, I mean this big car is probably supposed to be hers. The murder was planned, the rubber glove prove it. I mean, my guess at this point would be that it's a knife, because if it was so planned, why be opportunistic and take a knife that's in the toolbox in the car?
That's a good question.
Is this maybe the question I should go with?
Yes.
Okay.
Chocolate. Do you want chocolate? I'm
Sure,
getting
bring
chocolate.
get the chocolate on.
Chocolate!
Chocolate! Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know? That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in the Mr. H vs. trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this game? The bloody murder rap in a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor? I already have 2 bunnies, so I probably go for... Oh no, they have... Mommy, the prosecutor bad people? Damn it, I missed some of those.
Oops. What's Krista?
I have no idea, let's find out together.
Okay.
Put it down. Because the thing that we truly need is more filled filled chocolates. Wait, we found out, was it YouTube guidelines or Twitch guidelines where we found out that you are allowed to...
Twitch, as long as you're not getting, like, wasted on it.
Okay, as long as I'm not shit-faced...
Imbibing is fine, just don't get shit-faced. Oh, it's got a little printout. I thought it was looking like a bunny for a sec, but no, it's just flowers. Okay.
Are you enjoying the content, audience? Your friend has a request.
Do you have regrets? I mean, if you need to wash it down, you do have a beverage.
I know. It's just a general thing of like... It's probably the reason why people usually don't eat on stream. At least not something sticky.
Yeah.
Grapes make a good streaming food, I guess. The defense has a question. We ask what the witness provide... that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Ooh! It's even the aggro eye that we get to see. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Oh god, she dropped her boxes.
Yes.
She lost her lunch.
But
Order, order, order.
Great, now the tides is turning in our favor.
great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Stellar riding. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He still does it on camera. Right. I believe the next lunch you will be eating is humble pie. What?
Such a bold statement.
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide was turning. Not over such a trivial detail. But this shot holes in the whole premeditated theory. Yeah, exactly. It's only a theory. Nothing was proven because they could literally not prove it. Bah. The prosecution would care less if it was premeditated or not. That's a fair point, actually. The only one who seems to care if that lunch is that lunch lady over there.
Whoops.
For some reason, Atreus is now determined again to... I mean, yeah, you should be determined to win your case, but he is like... I mean, still, we have a fucking... a defendant who'd already confessed to a murder.
His goal is to find the truth. And he's gonna make you prove it.
Why am I even trying? I mean, she literally confessed.
Because you have to find the truth.
The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove, nothing else.
I mean, in the U.S., that would change the sentence a bit.
If it was
premeditated
or not. Yeah. But yeah.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
Oh, well, if I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
That's why we got kicked off the force, because we were so good at it. Really now? Okay, new testimony.
Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman.
Prosecution just told her
Sticking to her guns.
to take her fucking series somewhere else, and the first line she says in her revised testimony is one of her fucking series.
That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. You dead?
No!
You
oh,
dead.
me dead.
You
yes,
dead.
yes, me dead.
I mean, the victim is also dead. That is true.
Game, you're making it too easy and wasting my time. Single stab wound.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like meditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
Given how stupid you are, yes.
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
I'm feeling very tempted to just jump to the final one because it was the obvious one, but I want to press a little bit. I humor the game. You have said, you have said that, but you haven't told us how you know.
That's what I'm about to tell you, Rookie.
I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again.
Rookie. Never interrupt the storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Very dilly.
Something half-baked, something's half-baked, alright? And it's you. Try not to confuse the defense witness. We are not they're not very quick on their feet. Jesus, lovers quarrel over. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim?
Her actions speak for themselves.
That's why I called the victim to the blah blah blah. You have no proof that Mrs. Guy called him there. Whatever.
You have no proof that she didn't.
So guilty until proven innocent?
Something like that?
Mr. Edwards, thoughts?
There is no record of a call made to the defendant, Miss Lana Sky's phone. Something happened. Look at this.
She might have written him a letter.
Could have tried public phone first at least. Or second cell phone or... In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered.
I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day?
I'm sure
Grudge. What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge.
Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside?
How am I supposed to know?
See, we agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside.
Schrodinger's lunchbox?
Apparently. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels, don't you agree?
I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty.
The judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis of thinking this?
It's simple.
just speculation. Okay, I want to press it, then I have to indulge Maya 2.0. Oh, Emma. Emma's interruptions. I want to at least hear what she has.
I remember her name. I'm so proud.
Desperation. Emma is shorter than Maya 2.0.
True.
A human machine? What a contradiction! Oh no, she uses colorful imagery. Yeah, thank you, Edgy. I'm with you on this one. Please, can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright?
Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's size smell like citrus fruit.
Wait, what?
Stalker fangirl.
And across the entire courtroom? Jesus.
That was a heavy sigh.
You said again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly?
We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done?
The fact that your testimony is full of shit? How come she's getting mad at me?
Let's just say he stabbed him several times and leave it at that.
Leave it at that? This is a murder case, people.
Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know?
That's turn out to be
Hint,
a
hint,
short.
nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I mean they usually do. Challenging her abilities as detective really set her off. I mean, she isn't.
The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact.
I wonder. Wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick would burn longer. She's so bad at science. It's the one thing she's passionate about and she sucks at it. Hard. I would feel bad if I would like her.
Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
Oh! Science includes tests? No! God, I hate this character so much. Lana Sky intended blah 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 blah. Okay, here we are again. Present. No, not press. Presente. Where's the autopsy report? Died in an hour due to loss 1 knife wound. Oh, look at this. And the music dropped. Just as my microphone.
No, your microphone's up there.
As my microphone dropped.
Don't drop your microphone.
I literally can't. The stand doesn't allow me to have it.
Yeah, you'd have
Lower
to,
than
pretty much have to do some damage to it to make it drop at this point.
Yep.
It's still visible on screen now.
That was it. It was before.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh. How did I not notice it?
People,
has it been there the whole time
it
and
has.
I just didn't notice it?
Yes. But now everybody will notice it because now I moved it.
Well, chat's dead anyway.
Yeah, chat is so dead. Chat is deader than good, man.
Also, Leva, how dare you call me out that I just see? I can multitask.
Except,
All I did was post one meme in the Memes Media and More page.
do I now have to check my Discord?
It's fine. It's just a silly image. You can look at it later.
Okay. You said she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Okay, I guess it was there. Fine. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under your feet as we wait, our feet, Miss Star. Oh, somebody is pissy again.
Oh, what do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from 1 stab wound.
Oh, you're right. Good show, Mr.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
I selected the evidence. What about my objection? No one noticed.
Well, witness.
You got the crime scene set, right? Is that
Oh,
just ketchup and rice?
thanks.
And a fork? I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
You made a false testimony. Go home, biatch. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Well, then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was.
Miss Stars has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when she met her. Challenging her ability to detect. We literally had this before.
Yep.
But what? What's going on, game?
You're at the end of the thing again. You tried to advance from the testimony that was at the end.
But
There was nothing else.
oh, that's oh. Oh. Okay, so I have to jump to the end and challenge her. Against the ring there. Mufflers look like blood. That's how I guess the scene was. Help me again. What are mufflers again?
It's another word for a scarf, basically.
She didn't wear one in her picture, did she? There is no muffler. So, mousse au chocolat.
That's what I just ate. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I can imagine. Must be better than this witness. Because this witness sucks hard.
I mean, there's no rice in it. And all of her dishes have rice, if that's what you mean.
I mean,
That's totally what you mean, right?
Definitely. I mean, here's the thing. I have the feeling it's too early for her to be the murder victim.
Yeah,
Because we
she's
usually
the
just...
first witness. And
It's-
as I
it's
already
never
told
the
you, this
first
thing
witness.
goes on for like 3 days, but
Exactly.
also multiple chapters
So
each day.
she is just a grudgeful bitch who wants to pin something on the chief prosecutor. So she is lying her ass off. She's making herself a criminal and ruining any chances of ever returning to her previous career. But she's probably not the killer. She's just full of shit. For better or for worse. Thank you, Edgeworth. He becomes more and more the only character I like in those games.
This doesn't sound like a tasty filling to me.
Oh, what is it?
Kirschwasser.
Oh yeah, that's
Literally cherry water.
yeah, but it's more like cherry spirit. Kirschwasser is a German name for
Okay,
brand,
so it's not
cherry
literally-
brand.
It's not literally brandy, you mean? Or do you mean like brand like Mark or something?
No, brandy.
Okay.
Cherry brandy.
Okay. Still, Wasser. Es ist nicht Wasser. Kein Wasser.
Translate vodka to me into English.
Vodka.
Water of life. Translate gin to me into English.
I don't know.
It's also something about water of life. Translate.
So many cultures of alcoholics.
Translate eau de vie to me into English.
I don't even know what that is.
French liquor.
Okay. Does it mean water?
Of life, yes.
All right then.
I assume it's a very popular euphemism because people in all cultures didn't want to
It's my
admit that they have a
statements
drinking
of-
problem.
So many cultures of alcoholics.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if we find a good cutting off point, but I already love this one. The witnesses, especially with his smug smile, because it's for once not directed against me, but against the witness I really, really don't like.
Oh.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Shots been. Oh.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim, and you have proved it yourself with this photograph.
But that can't be.
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. I love. Congratulations, perhaps you have finally found your true calling in life.
Damn.
Harsh words.
Not good. Shit.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevailed.
What was my objection? Chopped liver?
But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really.
Well then, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
She's flipping her shit.
Very well. Witness, continue your testimony. Stand over. You saw the crime and apprehended the
Ah, we are back to this point, finally.
Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Nope, I can already tell that you're full of shit because you were literally on the other side of the fence.
I mean, she's literally the first witness. They're always the most flawed.
Also, hello, Oats Foxy.
Hey, not so great timing. We're almost done.
Yeah.
But hey,
Welcome
you can still
anyways.
see him at the end of having a drink and a half and playing this game.
It's true. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
Why can people hear what he says in bracket and parentheses, but they can't hear what he is saying? No. The part where your sister stabs the victim.
Awkward.
This next testimony might be the moment of truth. I mean,
I prefer wine over beer. Beer's a little usually too bitter for my taste.
at this point she has proven multiple times that she is an unreliable witness. This is like, even if she now says, I saw a stabbing, it's like, yeah, but you have been full of shit with your previous statement. Why should we take you serious right now? Anyways, let's hear what she has to say.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
Your high heels definitely convinced me of this claim.
How do you know she's wearing high heels?
Because we saw her figurine
Fine.
earlier from the side.
You are quite determined about that scarf, aren't you?
I'm more kind of a super taster, and I'm more sensitive to bitter tastes.
It's true. But yeah, like, I am 100% sure she mentioned a muffler while I arrested her, because... Oh no, you caught me murdering somebody, but did I tell you about my very red muffler? I hope you don't confuse your testimony thanks to it. There.
You, Scarf.
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra.
Without teeth.
Which are both snakes. That's me, Angel Star.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites, as are most people.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting at the basics there.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Roar.
Oh, very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
That was hard to say with a straight face. Good thing I'm not on camera.
So, after the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition on the other side. So, where is this partition on the floor plan? Yes, thank you. I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high.
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then? I quickly got her explaining. Okay. This is probably where I have to... I'm not sure how to call her out, maybe by using the floor plan, but this is probably the one where I have to get her because she's on the wrong... Or I use the photo for a third time, proving that she's on the wrong side of the fence. You say quickly. Were you close to... Oh, were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
With a fence in between you guys!
Details.
Maybe I should press... Yes, yes! Press her. Aha! I'd like to see this on the floor plan just to be safe. The lunch lady car was... Oh, no, now it got added. It was a visitor's, thus it was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here.
That would be, would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes?
30 feet is like 10 meters. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Is that correct, Miss Star?
Yes, that's right.
But, aha!
Oh, there's a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing. The cough-up cream, lunch lady escalate, I need.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. And not much, I'm not sure how much space there is over it. It's hard to tell with this picture. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Okay. No, yeah, but I haven't pressed her yet. Pressed her yet. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly? Yes, thank you. Thank you. I was making fun of that earlier. I want to know here how off I was on that one.
If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Sure.
Oh, just that one word.
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else?
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Wait a second, and we know who she called. Her phone? She can't mean... I'm pretty sure I should leave it be at this point, right?
Yeah, totally.
Why even give those options? By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately.
My memory, it's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. Going to mate and then die?
She's really bad with metaphors.
No, the court doesn't see Miss... No, the court doesn't see Miss Star.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
Oh, on the wall?
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
On a cell phone uploaded in the court record. The word muffler was overheard during a phone call with Emma at 8:5. Investigators mentioned muffler. Okay, now I tried the phone call. Do you think you could restate your statement for the court?
I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time,
You climbed over the chain link fence.
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw saw her doing this?
What is it, Mr. Wright?
So this was probably a hint that I mean, this was also the added line, so obviously this is where we continue. But let's press on this one too. Escape, but against, this is just more bullshit, but still. She made to escape. Can you be more specific?
She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie gras.
Huh?
She even kicked over an oil drum at me.
An oil drum?
Please press.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, there was one drum lying on the side on the scene of the crime.
But it's strange.
What's that?
If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way?
The parking lot entrance.
That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind a partition to the oil drum.
Oh, well, that's you.
Excellent. More mysteries.
I wish I could solve a few before finding more, so Miss Guy tried to run. No, she didn't. This is what we just established. She returned to the car, to the murder.
I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright.
No, she did not run. She returned to the murder, to the corpse. Not as sorry as I am.
But she didn't do it. You have to believe me.
Go home. You're drunk. Okay. Where's the new line? Move faster. Okay, here we are. Phone on the wall, but had to use her cell phone. Do I use the cell phone? Oh no, don't press on it, Jesus. Ugh. Especially the part where she claimed that you would only tell this once, rookies. Let me skip it, please. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Let me out of this cutscene, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's try this again. So, presente. This doesn't have anything to do anymore. I have the feeling I need to present the phone. The parking lot, we have established we literally saw her on it. This thing still hasn't come up. This thing hasn't come up. Irrelevant, relevant. I have a feeling the phone is the thing to go. I will try it. I have enough life. Uh-oh, music doesn't drop. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this. Yeah.
Oh, it does. I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Whoops, that didn't go so well. Okay, but I still think that this is the one where we need to find something. So it's not the phone, is it the parking ticket? And the parking ticket just states that he arrived there.
No.
Am I on the right statement?
I think so.
It's, I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall, but
It's
had to
just
use
the
her cell phone.
third statement. Is what it says. It's the third statement.
It's a new statement.
Yeah, she added one, so that's why I'm like that.
Oh, it's a fourth statement. So, one. I mean, the third statement I had to press in order to get the fourth statement. So, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler.
I mean, you're not on the right track, but I don't need that much, but... Trying to figure out what you need to do where.
Yes. Okay, I made an escape, but against star resistance is futile. You wish, lady. Yeah, I looked through the court records. We already established the phone thing. Can't disappeared again.
Okay, I think that is the right statement.
So I'm on the right statement,
Yes.
the fourth one. But it's not the phone that I have to use for some reason.
You're overlooking something, maybe. Literally.
The barrel?
Nope.
The floor plan?
Yes.
It is a floor plan?
How did she see it?
If she was behind the barricade, okay.
Yes.
How she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell phone.
How
I
did she
saw it all,
How
yeah.
did she see that from the other side of a 6-foot partition?
That's true, that's true. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Lane. Whoa, whoa! So the table turned. Sky, yeah. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well,
What?
who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who together with the chief prosecutor kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up.
Let's take a look at the floor plan. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making the phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the backside of the partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. See? Yeah, not that high yet, but higher.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lies this witness has told this victim. Multiple stabbings, seeing something that she literally could not
This
have
time,
seen.
though.
Oh.
What did she tell this time?
I just told you, she
What
could not have.
exactly?
Here's what's a counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it, the order of events. Guess what she saw?
Sure.
Yeah, she lies about what she saw because she could not have seen it.
Or what if she did see it?
Then the order of events?
Do you want to hint?
Yes.
It's where she saw it.
Oh, because she was not on the B side, she was on the A side. Otherwise, how else could she? I mean, she explained by climbing over the fence.
Aw, Leader sure thinks you look like you need a hug.
I need more happy juice.
That's not exactly a hug.
It's true. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Well, pointless to lie, I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Well, let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony where we have heard until that now in one point. Points in one direction. Place from where Miss Star witnessed the crime was all the things she saw, okay? I mean, she took the picture, obviously, from this side. Oh, wait. She brought lunch to the security guy. So I would say the security room. What else would be the significance of this place? I say it's the security room.
I think that's what it said, yeah.
What do I have to press?
Take that!
This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room.
Oh, because it's high up, so she could witness what happened at the trunk, but at the same time she could also see what happened right below. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so it can see the entire lot.
Well, she would have been able to see the emergency phones from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables can be turned. Today, a man has got the better of angels.
Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
Or maybe she got fired for a good reason.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished.
Like you, because you are guilty of lying to a court and falsely incriminating a person of murder?
And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
By telling lies? Guilty. Is she talking about Miss Guy?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. This photograph, it was the defendant who stabs the victim. The truth will stand.
Objection!
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they are guilty of perjury. Perjury. She knows this. She couldn't risk that without a good reason. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
Oh, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Oh, well.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Could we reach a good saving point soon? I hope I'm about to get her kicked out of the courtroom and...
She has one more testimony after this, so I'd say we save before that.
Why do we give her a third testimony? She has been lying in every single testimony for this stupid...
I think it's her fourth one, actually.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference. But what? What would change? Angle of view of the crime, distance to the crime, difference in lighting. Angle of view, obviously, I guess? I mean, she took a picture through the fence, which doesn't make sense because we know she was not behind it. She could not have been behind the fence because she was up there. So the picture cannot be the picture of the actual murder. So angle of view of the crime?
Nope.
What? Distance to the crime?
Yep. How did she get there to arrest her so fast?
Because she was on the other side of the fence.
But she was up high.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what it is. For the sake of time.
Okay, but it doesn't really make more sense an angle of view of crime because, I mean, if we consider the picture.
Yeah.
The picture is an essential thing. They just reminded us of the picture and the angle of the picture.
Yep.
So the picture cannot be the picture of the crime. Whatever. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plan and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Huh? Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
You.
Yes?
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for your boyfriend?
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime scene from the glass-walled station.
How did you take the picture through the fence?
And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
Sure.
That's why I had to go through the visitors parking and be locked.
That's quite a detour. In logic.
Wittiest line the judge ever said, and I had to make it up for him.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
How slow are you, lady?
5 minutes? Changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there who's in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence.
Why not take the photographic evidence from the superior position you were in originally?
I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
Oh, you have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this? Raise an objection! And after that, hopefully, there's a good jumping off point. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the rest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
A 5-minute blank, isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Oh, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't be getting wrong ideas. I didn't kill anyone.
But you have the instinct of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Well then, it seems we have come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, it appears to have I have to overestimate this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
She got fired! How much of a professional could she have been? That was too close.
Oh, I'm afraid that the Cough-Up Queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Perfect. Thank you. Oh,
Hold it!
oh God.
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid reels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off me. Anyways, I guess this is still the point where you need to save.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
She's about to give another testimony.
yeah, we are already stuck here longer than I intended. But yeah, Wait, let's get to the title screen because the title screen has the swingy music. J.
Well, not that.
Right, left. But yeah, this was another extra long episode of Gaming and Ties. Feeling Thrice Ace Attorney. The last and final case, and it drags on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Having a good time, having a good time. But yeah, we will continue this beautiful game in probably 2 weeks as usual. And yeah, see you all then. Bye bye.